Well, this woman can keep lying, and she's just going to keep getting called out for it. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, Charlie's Angels 2019 director Elizabeth Banks once again falsely claims she had no role in promoting film's feminist narrative. There was not this gendered agenda from me. It's very clear that you were caught on camera saying that if people didn't go, or if this movie failed, it was because of men. Not to mention, your movie was very promotional of abortion or underground abortion movements, and you frickin' gender swapped all the male characters to make men look like assholes, Elizabeth. Sorry to say, but that's the uncomfortable fact that you're going to have to live with, and you promoted it. So, it was yet further confirmation that she is seemingly unable to take accountability for her own failures. Charlie's Angels director Elizabeth Banks has to falsely claim for the second time that she had absolutely no part in the promotion of the feminist narrative that sprung up around her failed cinematic reboot. Banks made her latest attempt at rewriting history while speaking in promotion of her upcoming film, The Beanie Bubble. What? To Rolling Stone's Marlo Stern. Directly asked by Stern, "What did you learn from from the Charlie's Angels experience?" the actress/director asserted. "For me, regardless of what the actual product was, so much of the story that the media wanted to tell about Charlie's Angels was that it was some feminist manifesto," which it was. "People kept saying, 'You're the first female director of Charlie's Angels,'" recalled Bank, and I was like, "They've only done a TV show and McGee's movies. What are you talking about? There's not this long legacy." Actually, there is a long legacy. You see, when the Charlie's Angels show, which was very good, by the way, I think that was back in the 70s or 80s, has lasted and has fans still alive today, that is a very long legacy. As for the film's promotion as a pop feminist powerhouse, Banks then claimed that she had signed onto the project solely because I just loved the franchise. "There was not this gendered agenda from me," said the Cocaine Bear director. "That was very much laid on top of the work. And it was a little bit of a bummer. It felt like it pigeonholed me and the audience for the movie. To lose control of the narrative like that was a real bummer. You realize how the media frames something regardless of how you framed it. I happen to be a woman who directed Charlie's Angels movie that happened to star 3 incredible women. You can't control the media saying you're a lady director and that's special," which it is, but it's not the only thing. I have no problem with lady directors. I mean, I absolutely love movies that were done by lady directors. I believe one of my absolute favorite movies was done by a female director, and that was A League of Their Own. So yeah, continuing, Banks told Stern, "I remember having a conversation with somebody who was like, 'You guys are going to have to partnership with Dry Bar,' which is like a hair-blowing thing," and I was like, "All right." God, these people say "like" too many times. "But could we have an ad during the baseball playoffs? Charlie's Angels is not only this one thing. It was interesting to see how the industry sees things that star women," concluded the director. "It was a real lesson for me." Actually, here's the thing. I've been watching movies that had female leads, female action leads, and whatnot for many, many years. And Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton, what's his name's wife? The one who did Celine from Underworld. Blanking on her name right now. Kate Beckinsale. Alita Battle Angel. So many freaking movies and franchises that had very strong women throughout 40 years of work, and guess what? They all were good franchises. A League of Their Own was a great film. It didn't push a feminist narrative. It was just about women playing baseball during World War II. And then being able to continue the League after World War II. So yeah, don't ever freaking say that these feminist movies are somehow special, because they already did that. It worked. There was no real reason to keep on saying that women are so underrepresented and not very many powerful roles for women, when it's very easily to make those movies because they were already made. Doing them now and saying, oh, women don't get paid as much as guys, women are not powerhouses in Hollywood, you're full of shit. As noted above, this is not the first time she has attempted to sidestep her role in Charlie's Angels' failed feminist market play. Asked a similar question regarding her experience working on the box office bomb during September 2022 interview with the New York Times, she opined, "It was an incredible experience. It was very stressful, partly because when women do things in Hollywood, it becomes this story. There was a story about Charlie's Angels that I was creating some feminist manifesto," she said. She told the outlet's David Marchese. "And I was just making an action movie." Yeah, except that you gender swapped Bosley, Charlie, and they were all known to be male characters. Why did you gender swap them? What was the reason? What was the purpose? Oh, then you have the male who is the the bad guy who is the male. So tell me there's no agenda there. I would have liked to have made Mission Impossible, but women aren't directing Mission Impossible. I was able to direct an action movie, frankly, because it starred women, and I'm a female director, and that is the confine right now in Hollywood. You did that to yourself. Hollywood and you and the rest of the actors and actresses listened to outrage culture and said women should direct female-led movies, men should direct male-led movies. That is what you guys did to yourself. You do not get to blame anybody else but yourselves for that failure. I wish that the movie had not been presented as just for girls, because I didn't make it just for girls. There was a disconnect on the marketing side of it for me. Bullshit! You even stated, again, you stated, if this movie fails, it's going to be because of men. Guess the percentage that watched your movie, Elizabeth? It was 51% male and 49% female. And your movie still bombed. You do not get to blame men for that. Yet, for all her protests, the fact of the matter is that Banks did in fact have a direct hand, and a heavy one at that, in building Charlie's Angels up as a feminist manifesto. Or a feminist manifesto, not feminist. Asked, how is this reboot going to be more feminist than the original by Collider's Sidney Buxbaum, weird name, in 2019, she explained, I honestly feel that the property has all the bona fides of feminism already built in. Oh shit, you just got caught. I really didn't have to do much other than honor its entire history, which you didn't. By that I mean the original TV show was about women who went to the police academy but were not allowed to actually be full force police or full police officers. They were given the jobs of desk clerk, meter maid. Charles Townsend came along and said, now they work for me, my name is Charlie, and gave them the opportunity to live their best life. Wow, a man actually helped them do that. It's kind of almost like men can actually be a good build-up for women. I feel like this entire endeavor is about giving women the opportunity, including myself, to participate fully in a really big action franchise. We've done it. It's been something that's been in the DNA of Charlie's Angels from the beginning. Yeah, how was that not a feminist manifesto right there? Further pressed by Buxbaum as to what were you looking for when it came to casting all the angels, Banks stated, well, when we were casting the movie, I really wanted fresh faces. I wanted a diverse cast. You can't get... what? It's important that women, the audience for this movie, sees themselves... The audience for this movie, women, sees themselves in some part of this movie. Fucking hell. I think that's really important, she continued. I want the audience to feel a sense of ownership over the film. That they could be in this movie. That they could live in this world. It's a real message. It's a movie that I want to entertain all audiences, but I did want to make something that felt important to women and especially young girls. So you want young girls to break the law and assault men simply because they feel the need to butcher children that are unborn. Yes, folks, I have read a lot about this movie. I will not watch this movie, but I do know that there is the underground abortion movement in this movie. So, yeah. They want to teach young girls it's okay to murder children. During her time with Collider, Banks also declared that one of the ingredients of this movie was supporting and believing women. Oh, that tired narrative. We literally have a character who is essentially working at a big corporation and is not being believed or listened to by her bosses. One of the statements this movie makes is that you should probably believe women. She added, we have as much validity in what we're feeling and how we want to go about living in the world, being in the world, and that was really important to me. That we felt like we had characters that were being taken seriously and given a chance to live their best life. Here's the thing, believe women, or just believe all women, and believing women, all well and good, except when they make false claims. I am a person who was incarcerated for because a woman made a false claim. So yeah, that's kind of personal for me. And that's the end of the article. So yeah, she's been caught bold-faced lying again, saying, there was no feminist agenda. You're going to have to come out, if you want to actually believe that, first off, you're already proven to be a liar. Secondly, if you really want to do damage control, you're going to actually have to come out and say, the studios wanted me to say this. But then again, you'd never work in Hollywood. You sacrificed your integrity to spread a big lie. And now, you got to pay the frickin' piper. Y'all are frickin' narcissistic twats because you all want more money, and that's why you're striking right now, and you're afraid to be replaced by AI, and, well, I don't get into all that, but here's the thing. You all did this to yourselves. Your movies are bombing because you're just not good at your job. It has nothing to do with your gender, it has everything to do with your merits and skills. Stick to your wheelhouse, which was acting, and you were great at it, Elizabeth. I liked you in the Spider-Man films. I liked you in Brightburn and a few other films that I have seen that you were in. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now, but I do know that you were in them. And I thought that you did okay. The Hunger Games movies were also great ones that I actually thought you did a great job in. But you coming out as a director, I'm sorry. You chose to do this. You chose to say these were feminist movies. But now, because people are sick and tired of the agendas, you're trying to Do damage control. It's not working. You were caught in a lie. Own up to it. If you actually own up to it, people would respect you more. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of Elizabeth Banks once again falsely claiming she had no role in promoting Charlie's Angels' feminist narrative? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. Stay tuned for my mystery review coming out later. Everybody has basically figured out it's RoboCop, the original. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and always remember, stay humble, because we all know that Hollywood ain't.